You learned to be quiet very early. Maybe nobody told you to, not with words, but you picked up the message anyway. Don't make a fuss. Don't take up too much space. Don't need too much. And for a child, that felt like the safest thing to do. So you did it, every single day, until it stopped feeling like a choice and started feeling like just who you are. But here's what nobody told you. That silence didn't disappear. It moved. It moved inside you, and it's been running quietly in the background ever since. Section 1. What emotional neglect actually is. Most people think emotional neglect means obvious things: abuse, poverty, chaos. But emotional neglect is much quieter than that. It's the home where everything looked fine on the outside, but when you were scared, nobody asked why. When you were sad, you were told to cheer up. When you were angry, the room went cold. So you learned the fastest, safest lesson a child can learn. My feelings are a problem. And when a child believes that, they don't stop having feelings. They just stop showing them. They swallow them. They get very, very good at appearing fine. Sound familiar? Section 2. When you grow up suppressing your emotions, your nervous system doesn't unlearn that. It just keeps doing what it was trained to do. It keeps scanning for danger in normal conversations. It keeps bracing when someone raises their voice slightly. It keeps assuming that what you need is less important than keeping the peace. Here's what that looks like in real life. See if any of these land for you. You apologize constantly even when you've done nothing wrong. As a child, keeping others comfortable kept you safe. So your nervous system learned. Take up less space. Apologize first. Smooth it over. You still do it. Because it still feels safer than not doing it. You can't rest without feeling guilty. Rest was probably not modeled as something you deserved. So now when you stop even for an hour, something inside you says you shouldn't be stopping. You're not lazy. You were just never taught that stillness is allowed. You overthink every interaction after it happens. As a child, you had to read the room constantly. Was this person okay? Did I say the wrong thing? Is something about to shift? Your brain got very good at that scan. It still runs it. After every conversation, every text, every silence. Sign 4. You feel anxious, and you don't know why. You can disagree concerned, and this is the most common one. Your body learned to stay on alert in a home that felt emotionally unpredictable. Now your body stays on alert even when nothing is wrong, because it doesn't know the difference yet between then and now. Section 3. Here's the thing about all of this. You probably already know some of it. You've thought about your childhood. You've made sense of parts of it, and yet the anxiety is still there. Why? Because this isn't stored in your thoughts. It's stored in your body. The tension in your shoulders when someone goes quiet. The tightness in your chest when you need to ask for something. The way your stomach drops when you get an unexpected message. That's not irrational thinking. That's a body that learned to brace a long time ago. And thinking alone can't unbrace it, but something else can. Section 4. These aren't cures. They're signals. Signals you send to your nervous system that say, things are different now. 1. Notice the feeling without trying to fix it. When anxiety shows up, your first instinct is probably to push it away. Instead, just name it, out loud if you can. I feel anxious right now. I don't know why. That's okay. That's not giving up. That's the opposite of what you learned as a child. You were taught that feelings were problems. You're unlearning that, one noticing at a time. 2. Let yourself need something small today. Not a big ask. Not a vulnerable conversation. Something tiny. Ask for an extra minute. Take the bigger piece. Say no to one thing. Every small act of having a need and surviving it teaches your nervous system that needs don't destroy relationships. That was the lie you were taught. And small things are how you disprove it. 3. Stop explaining yourself to people who aren't asking. Over-explaining is a survival habit. You justified yourself as a child so the room would stay calm. You don't need to do that anymore. Your decisions don't need a paragraph. A sentence is enough. Sometimes no answer at all. Practice ending your explanation one sentence earlier than you normally would. That discomfort is your nervous system adjusting to a new truth. You're allowed to just be. You were quiet for a very long time. Not because you had nothing to say, because it felt like the safest thing to do. And that made you incredibly good at reading rooms, at holding space for others, at surviving. But surviving and living are different things. And the gap between them closes slowly every time you let yourself take up a little more space, one truth at a time. Simple, honest, no fluff. If this one felt familiar, subscribe, because the next pill is already waiting for you. I'll see you there.